Even if life is crushed by the tumultuous waves of the world, there is always a scene that puts a comma in the heart, allowing us to endure another day.
The octopus from Yeosu is famous, right? It's delicious because it's a freshly caught fish from the sea.
The emotions forgotten in the intense daily routine, on the journey of life towards the meaning of love that must exist somewhere.
The vehicle's atomic bomb exploded, right?
Love that surpasses death and goes beyond forgiveness gives a deep resonance to us living today.
They depicted the emotions of people in a touching way and showed true faith towards God.
A journey of faith recovering with endless love. Right now, we begin the road's first journey in the beautiful water city of Yeosu. On this early morning before darkness gives way, we found the station to catch the train to Yeosu. With travelers who know their own expectations and excitement, we boarded the train. Places of faith away from the suffocating city, what stories do they hold? After a 3-hour and 30-minute journey on the KTX, we arrive at Yeosu Expo Station, the southernmost railway station in Korea.
Arriving at Yeosu Expo Station.
Our first destination from Yeosu Expo Station is the island of Odongdo, about 2 km from the station. Shaped like the leaves of the Odong tree, this island is also called Odongdo, known as the Flower Island or Camellia Island. The island welcomes travelers from all over the country in the spring breeze. Connected to the mainland by a breakwater, it takes about 10 minutes to walk or ride a bike to the center of the island. Alternatively, you can take the famous Camellia train to reach the center. The road production team decides to board the Camellia train. Enjoying a short romance with the cool sea breeze, we arrived at our destination without realizing it. The iconic camellia tree on Odongdo, with its beautiful camellia flowers, welcomes travelers. Following a forest path you'd want to walk with someone special, you come across spaces perfect for making memories. Quotes filled with excitement make people stop in their tracks throughout the forest.
It feels clean, the sky is clear, and everything seems nice. Besides, camellia flowers and camellia trees. There are many other trees. It seems to harmonize even better with camellias.
The magnificent harmony of red flowers and the blue sea accentuates the beauty of this season.
It feels like welcoming spring a little bit. Camellia flowers are the first flowers you can see this year, right?
Embracing the girlhood days, momentarily putting aside the passage of time.
Odong Island is so beautiful. It's been a while since I came, and I love taking a walk and enjoying the forest bath. And having photo spots like this makes it so enjoyable. I'm so happy.
A time to deeply immerse in the charm of Odongdo, where you can feel the beautiful sea, peaceful forest, and refreshing sea simultaneously. Our second destination, which cannot be overlooked, is the Odongdo market located by the sea with the Yeosu stream. Proud of its 60-year tradition, this place formed naturally as fishermen gathered to deal directly with seafood caught in front of Yeosu.
You want to see pineapple? These are all alive. And this is octopus. And this is a pufferfish. The pufferfish is huge. Because he caught from the shores of Yeosu.
Freshly caught creatures from the early morning are full of vitality.
This octopus is delicious. Put it directly into the freezer. You can leave it as it is. Anyway, the market is cheaper. We bring it in and sell it on the same day, so we can offer it at a lower price. Markets have fixed prices, right? Since we handle it ourselves, we can give you a better deal.
The generous hearts of the merchants lining the market contribute to the lively atmosphere of the Jodong market.
How much is all of this? 20,000 won? Will it all fit in the delivery? Pack it for me.
You've taken a lot.
I'm gonna send it to my mother.
Driven by the thought of gifting fresh seafood with both hands, footsteps become light.
When you come to Yeosu, you must visit the traditional markets.
Thanks to various seafood and friendly merchants, Yeosu's Yeodong market is bustling with energy today as well. This time, we heard there is a special place in Yeosu, overflowing with God's love. That place is Aeyangwon, the hospital that was once Korea's leprosy treatment center. It is a place visited by many pilgrims every year.
The history of our Aeyangwon began when our missionary Forsyth came to Mokpo and started missionary activities. And the missionary Owen and Wilson preached the gospel in the Ganju area. But during a cold winter, missionary Owen contracted acute pneumonia. Missionary Wilson in Mokpo sent a telegram to Forsyth. Upon receiving the telegram, he immediately rode a horse from Mokpo to Gwangju. As he descended, turning the corner of Mount Jungdang in Naju, he found a severely ill patient with Hansen's disease. He loaded the patient onto his horse and brought him to Gwangju, to Jejungwon. That marked the beginning of Aeyangwon.
Built in 1926 and used as a hospital until 1967, the building now serves as a historical museum. The museum contains over 50,000 photos depicting the activities of medical staff and the lives of patients. Various medical instruments used for treatments are displayed to provide a glimpse into the history of Aeyangwon.
Seeing pictures and lifestyles on each floor makes me reflect on what kind of life I'm living. I'm ashamed.
The dedicated missionaries who cared for over 600 leprosy patients, forsaking their own people. They wholeheartedly conveyed God's love to the patients.
Even though the person has no real connection, the doctor knows so much, including the fact that the disease can be transmitted to the person themselves. However, taking care in this way, especially from another country, is so appreciated, and it feels like a blessing from God.
Aeyangwon, where you can feel the love of the Lord towards the patients. This period was significant for me, as it allowed me to understand the true meanings of service, dedication, and love. Across from the museum stands the picturesque Aeyangwon Church, a historic stone building. We decide to meet the pastor and explore another trace of history.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yes, this is a Aeyangwon church in Yeosu. Our church started in 1909 in Bongsan-dong, Gwangju, led by Pastor Han Se-tat.
Aeyangwon Church, a place where one could not be assigned without a special mission.
Our Aeyangwon church was the church where Pastor Sun Yangwon served.
Reverend Sun Yangwon, who risked his life during the Korean War to protect the church, served as the second pastor of Aeyangwon Church.
Pastor Sun Yangwon comforted many patients and his ministry was very gracious and different from others. He went to room 14, which was highly contagious, and shared the gospel with them. In the course of his ministry in the year 1948 during the Yeosu incident, Pastor Sun Yang-won lost his two sons, Dongin and Dongsen. Adopted and Jisun, the student who killed his two sons.
The moment when Jae-sun,
as
a
his
communist
own son.
sympathizer, was about to be executed, Reverend Sun Yang-won embraced the enemy who had killed his son and saved him from execution.
When our Lord the Lamb comes until we hear the trumpet sound of the archangel, lying side by side with the two sons standing before. It makes you think that the next person to be respected, people like that. Emotions precede faith, even if there is faith.
To learn more about the life of Reverend Sun Yang-won, we follow in his footsteps. This place is the Sun Yang-won Martyrdom Memorial Park, located about 700 m from the church. This park features memorials expressing the martyrdom of the Sun family, shaped like the Chinese character for Shi. Among them, we visit the Three Martyrs' tomb, a memorial for the Sun family, to feel the forgiveness and love spirit.
Here, literally known as the Three Sons' grave, is the resting place of Pastor Sun Yang-won's two sons. Dongin, the elder pastor, Sun Yang-won himself, was also laid to rest here. Pastor Sun Yang-won earnestly prayed these three prayers were: please make the Hansen patients not afraid. Please make them not smell. Please make me love the Hansen patients more. It is said that he prayed these prayers fervently.
Guarding the church and leprosy patients until the end, Reverend Sun Yang-won, martyred by the communists, is remembered here. The Martyrdom Memorial Hall, located across from this building, shaped like the Chinese character for Shi, represents the martyrdom of the Sun family. The Memorial Hall contains Reverend Sun Yang-won's personal belongings, underground writings, and traces of his religious life. People's footsteps linger as they explore Reverend Sun Yang-won's life in detail. A time to feel the short 48 years of his life, and the fervent faith that still resonates even now.
It's indescribable. It's dedicating oneself, isn't it? That's not easy. If it weren't for the love of the Lord, they couldn't have done that.
The atomic bomb of love has exploded, hasn't it? I ask you to live with the belief that you can be an atomic bomb of love to someone.
The meaning of love practiced by looking only at God, engraved deeply in the heart.
We've received many legacies of faith, haven't we?
Living a life was so much more than back then. In the daily journey towards the Lord, recovering gratitude and recovering praise.
The commitment to continue bearing abundant fruit, sowing the seed of love. Serving the most neglected people in the world, for God forgave first. The love that embraced the enemies of the two sons, and did not end, even in the end.